Damn, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is going to have a whole lot of material to work with. But this is going to come at the cost of a family falling apart. How are they going to get past this? I'm talking about the Frost family. I'm talking about Rasheeda and Kirk Frost. You know, a lot comes with fame, man. So, first of all, let me say condolences to the brother who lost his life recently and his family, surviving family members and friends. And let's get into the story because it's a whole lot floating around out here. So, Kai Frost, who is the son of Rasheeda and Kirk Frost, has now been reported to be a suspect in rapper T Hood's murder. The 24-year-old is reportedly being named as a primary suspect in this case. What's crazy is before this broke news an hour ago, I got up early this morning, got on my business, put together some information where the family was denying everything. Even law enforcement put out a message to all media outlets that nobody from this family, the Frost family, is a suspect. Nobody from the Frost family is being investigated or is suspected to be involved in this killing. And then about 4 hours later, he becomes a main suspect. Kai Frost, 24-year-old son of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta stars Kirk and Rasheeda Frost, has now been reportedly named by law enforcement as a primary murder suspect in the death of rapper T Hood, who was shot and killed late last week. T Hood's sister took to social media a few days ago and said she can't hold this in anymore, and she aired out a couple of things. And she said it was because of Kai Frost's sister, Kurt and Rasheeda's daughter, who caused her brother to get killed. And this is why the internet went crazy about it. And then law enforcement jumped in to say, don't run with the rumors. And then, boom, here we are. So it seems like what Shorty was saying, she knew what she was talking about. According to TMZ, right, Georgia rapper, the one who just passed away, was actually dating Frost's oldest daughter, Kelsey, who's 30 years old. TMZ reports that the couple allegedly got into a domestic dispute at the rapper's home. The name of the rapper who lost his life is T Hood, and they were at his house. According to TMZ, they got in some kind of altercation last Friday, August 8th. The Gwinnett County Police Department is now investigating Kai. Kai is the brother of Kelsey, who was believed to also be present at some point during an altercation. Was there a domestic violence situation going on? Did T Hood put hands on Kelsey and Kelsey called her brother and her brother came through and blam, 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 did it to him? Well, what we know so far, Kai and Kelsey have occasionally appeared on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta over the years. So they have some level of fame to themselves as well due to the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta series. And both having been employees of Kirk and Rasheeda's multiple businesses, mainly Frost, Bistro, and Bar. So their parents, they're getting to the money. They're business people. They have diversified their portfolio from this to that to that to this, and they have even employed their own children and provided a way for the whole family to eat, and eating lovely they are. So following reports of T Hood's murder, Kelsey actually denied conspiracy theories, is what they called them, about her late boyfriend on Instagram stories, saying that she was being attacked and that was preventing her from grieving. Kelsey also addressed the quote unquote weird and sick rumors, and she asked her brother to fatally rather shoot the rapper T Hood. She posted a couple of lines which I read through, and I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. After I read through them, I was like, she should have kept this shit to herself. Whoever was telling her before, lay low, don't speak, don't write anything on social media, she should have listened to them. Because when she was done writing whatever she was writing and I read through it, I'm like, it went exactly how T Hood's sister says it went. But remember, I'm not law enforcement and I wasn't there. I'm just saying from what I'm hearing and seeing. Okay, so Kirk Frost's daughter, Kelsey, now breaks her silence after rumors of her being allegedly involved in her boyfriend's death. And there's a piece here by Ashley Rushford that's put up on the Shade Room, and I'm going to go through it for you real quick, family. It says Kirk Frost's daughter, Kelsey Frost, is now speaking out about her boyfriend, rapper T Hood, as he has passed away. Police report that T Hood, formerly Telvin Hood, died from gunshot wounds on Friday, August 8th, after an alleged dispute outside of his home in Georgia. Once the news of his death hit the internet, folks started questioning if Kelsey had a hand in his murder. And now she's addressing the rumors. She said she can't take it anymore. People just out here recklessly saying whatever it is they want to say. So it's reported that the police rushed to the home on August 8th after a gunfire dispute. And when the officers arrived, they found a man who had been shot. They rushed him to the hospital, but he died. T Hood's family later identified him as the victim. Channel 2 Action News reports that part, and US Weekly officials are investigating the motive for the shooting and have denied one person that was reportedly at the scene. Now, Kirk Frost's daughter, Kelsey, addressed these rumors. So after news of T Hood's passing broke, rumors started swirling. And the rumors were swirling because T Hood's sister put it out there that Kelsey is involved. She set up my brother. She set my brother up. Well, the rumors went off on social media, right? Claiming that his girlfriend, Kirk Frost's daughter, Kelsey, played a role. However, Kelsey now jumps on Instagram to say she's setting the record straight and she putting this out there for everybody to know. She said, quote unquote, I can't sit back and let this narrative being created go on. The love of my life is gone. I am sick to my stomach. I don't wish this on anyone. I don't even have time to grieve or say my respects in the right manner because I am defending myself, being attacked by the people who are creating weird and sick rumors. This is what Kelsey wrote, quote unquote. Kelsey also told folks to stop believing in rumors because she's completely heartbroken over losing her man, who she loved with all her heart, right? And she also shared that before he died, he was reportedly recovering from already being shot before 3 times. But they had kept that private as well. Damn, that kind of complicates things. So did he die from the new gunshots or did he die from gunshots he had before? Complications from that. There's just so much going on with the story, y'all. I didn't harm him, she said, or I didn't ask anyone to harm him. I didn't ask for this. I would never. Because the rumors is that her and him, they were fighting, and like they always do, and she must have called her brother and said, he putting hands on me, and her brother came over there and blammed them with a gun. And now they're blaming her because they're saying, this is something that y'all do all the time. You could have just left. He wasn't stopping you from leaving. Y'all do this all the time. Y'all fight, y'all break up, y'all get right back together 24 hours later. Why did you have to call your brother to have him come kill him? Well, finally, Kelsey Frost ended by saying that she would never put T Hood in a harmful situation. Furthermore, she said real ones close to them know that he would never let people play with her name like this. All that, he would never, whatever, he's dead. He is dead. She said, y'all here pick and choose what you want, but I didn't want this. Ask for it, call for it, set it up, ask for anything. I would never, with like 5, 6, 7, 8 exclamation marks. Stop playing on my name. Real ones know he wouldn't approve. Well, it is said that they would have fought. There's a part of her message here that's missing, because I think she said something like, I would have never called anybody over here even if we had a fight, because I would have, just like we normally do, we would have been back together again in no time. Anyways, folks over at Shade Room comment section sent Kelsey and T Hood family condolences, so on and so forth. One person said, man, this is sad, and blessings to his family and his friends. Another person says, y'all did PNB rock girlfriend the same way when the details came out, that it was set up from the beginning, and I'm not believing nothing until the evidence comes out. So obviously this person right here is riding with Kelsey and don't want to hear nothing until all the evidence comes out. Another person says, OMG, breaks my heart, yo. That's worst feeling ever, losing the love of your life. Another person says, long live T Hood. Another person says, the police access phone records like water. This will be figured out in no time. Let's let them do their job and let the family grieve. One more person said, sad folks gotta die to finally make these bigger platforms. Shaking my head. I love you forever. Haters skate at Hood too. And the last person said, people really just don't know how to stay off the internet. Well, I'm for her. Talk to God, girlie. Safe, peaceful recovery. They're going to do that because you was his girlfriend. It never fails. It's ridiculous. Well, after all that is said and done, here comes the rest of it, because the law has officially now said that Kirk and Rasheeda's son is now a prime suspect. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Is he going to prison? Are they going to put a story together of self-defense? Did she call her brother to defend her and he did? Was it a domestic violence case? Or did her brother, Kai, have some kind of beef with T Hood already and that happened? We got to find out the details. You know what I mean? But all I'm saying is, T Hood's sister apparently got it right from the get-go. And it's funny how everybody took Kelsey's side and Rasheeda and the Frost family side and started telling the sister of T Hood to dumb it down. You know what I'm saying? Stop saying all that stuff. I know you grieving, and grief make people say all kinds of stuff, but she said she know what she was talking about. And look, here we go. So we're going to keep on watching this to see what unfolds. Maybe today he is a suspect. Maybe after he goes in and talks to the police, he won't be a suspect anymore. Or maybe we will witness Kai getting booked for murder and charged, and the rest unfolds, which will throw the whole friggin' Frost family into a tailspin, because they've been doing so good. I don't really want to see anything bad happen, but family, this is out of my control. So just like everybody else, I'm going to be a spectator looking in from the outside. I wish them all the best. It's sad that T Hood lost his life like this. You know, he was really on that trajectory to be that guy. And here's how it ends. Them toxic relationships, man, where you keep on fighting and then going back to each other and fighting and staying with each other. I'm saying, it ain't for everybody. I know they say you ain't supposed to just run away from your relationship. Stay and work it out. Go through the hard times. It builds character. But sometimes you just got to run. Sometimes you just got to let something go, and sometimes you just got to separate. If that's the case and that's what happened and that's what caused him his life, then it was a domestic violence situation that went way too far. And something that a learned lesson from this is I'm not staying in no relationship where we arguing and fighting all the damn time. I'm up out of here because one day somebody is going to blow their friggin' top. And next thing you know, one of us is going to the grave and one's going to prison. Stay tuned. We'll keep on following this story. We'll bring you all the latest updates. Just know that Kai Frost, which is the son of Rasheeda and Kirk Frost of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, has reportedly now been listed as a suspect in T Hood's murder. Leave your comments in the comment section below, and I'll catch you on the next video. I'm out. Peace.